What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So I just want to start off by saying I apologize for the absence of videos. We're still trying to work out the kinks with our internet here with the camper. Apparently campers have like the worst they're like the worst thing for internet and things like that. But everything's besides the point. Right now I'm just currently uploading using my data, and I told you guys I shoot in 4K. So as you can imagine, I'm sending YouTube like these big 8 gigabyte freaking videos. So that takes forever, and they end up cropping my videos and yada yada yada. But that's not what you guys are here to see. What you guys are here to see is your boy got called out. Yes, your boy, yours truly, got called out by my man's Cameron, aka Everything Diesel, on the YouTube and on his Instagram. Cameron, and I hope you're watching this, Cameron. Cameron seems to think that his 08 Dodge Ram Mega Cab, 35 or 2500, not sure, 6.7 liter, I have to add that. He thinks that that's the best truck that's out there. He thinks that his truck is better, as in platform wise. He has the best one. So I'm about to put out this video and I'm about to prove him wrong. Stay tuned. But before we get to the meat and potatoes, would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Oh man, got that fresh clean. Finally stopped raining, and she is clean. Y'all can never get a video or a picture of the wheels with the logo down. The logos are always freaking upside down every time I park. And I'm just not gonna, park in a certain way to make the logos upside down, or the right way. But check this out. Here we go. Heart of the beast right here. Dodge Ram 2500 freaking mega cab, 5.9 liter 24 valve auto trans, freaking big dog right here. So I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm the big dog. So 24 valve, freaking 5.9, obviously, 07, last year the 5.9 Cummins truck. So I guess if you guys are kind of new to the channel, I'm gonna give you like a little background. My truck, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys real-time numbers. As of today, it is, I don't know, Wednesday. I'm losing track of time with the whole coronavirus thing, all this quarantine crap. Okay, it's super blurry, but today's the 15th, Wednesday the 15th. My truck currently has 240,376 miles on it. So, with that being said, why do I think that this truck, this platform, is literally the best platform that has ever came out? And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go in gens, right? So we're gonna talk about first, second, third, and fourth. I'm not really gonna touch the fifth gens because honestly I really don't know too much about them. I know it's pretty much the same platform, except that they beefed up the engines and things like that. So we're just gonna leave fifth gens out of it. Fifth gens do not exist right now. So why do I think this truck right here was the best? So this is a 5.9 07. Last year the 5.9. This truck had a build date of actually 2007. So usually manufacturers do in 2006 you can get a 2007 truck. Well, this one actually has a build date of 2007. So this thing was literally one of the last 5.9 trucks to roll off the assembly line. And why do I say that this is the best? Obviously we're stock, of course. I'm gonna say no emissions crap on it. And I know you guys are probably gonna be like, oh man, that's a low blow. You get these trucks deleted and tuned, the newer trucks or whatever, second gen swapped, all that crap, and they're just as good as these. But let's be real, that is also after you throw, I can't even count on my hand how much money, thousands of dollars that is. Second gen swaps are not cheap. Tuning is not cheap. Honestly, delete kits are actually pretty cheap. It's just like, it sucks buying a truck right off the bat, and if you like hood rat shit like this, you're gonna delete it. So it kind of sucks buying something, spending so much money on something and having to freaking you know, throw extra money on top of it when you get it home because it's not how you want it to be. This truck, obviously, I got it a few years back. A straight grandpa truck. I know everybody says that about their trucks, but this was literally a grandpa truck. It was still freaking nosediving in the front, stock exhaust. Dealership said that there was no tune on it. You don't really listen to dealerships anyway. Screw those guys. So, yeah, so all I did was freaking intake, exhaust, tune. 3 things. And my truck sits in its current state, as it currently is. My truck, I freaking love this thing. It literally, it will shit and get and freaking, it will take off. But I'd usually just chill. Honestly, comparing it to the 6.7s and stuff like that, 6.0s, this right here honestly is the best bang for your buck. Yeah, and when I say best bang for your buck, I'm talking about towing power, freaking daily driver ability, comfort, freaking what else? I guess pulling up, styling, I guess. Once you do some things to it, this is honestly best bang for your buck in my opinion. Okay, so why do I feel that way? So let's say, I believe I looked it up. This truck, that's the Laramie model. I got literally all the options minus the sunroof. So I have freaking the center console. I have the rear stock factory entertainment DVD player. Basically, I got the factory nav. Literally, I have everything minus the sunroof. So I think this truck, I believe I looked it up. This truck rolled out of the door off the dealership lot around like $34,000. Something like that, back in 2007. That, you can't beat that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not look up other truck prices, Duramax or Fords, but I know for a fact that this truck beat Duramax or the GM's freaking trucks, blew them out the window for price wise and what you're getting bang for your buck, because those 2007 was a pivotal year for GM. Not only did they get hit with emissions, they also got hit with the stock market crash, government bailouts, and things like that. All the while, they had already had these plans of changing their trucks' appearances anyway. So you guys know you have the early 07s, and then you have the 07.5s GM trucks. So you go from, I forget what they call it, what is it, cat eye, and then you go to whatever models after that. Whatever appearance is after that. So obviously with bigger appearances, better features and stuff like that come bigger dollars. These guys, freaking Mopar or whatever, Dodge, whatever, they rode this truck out all the way until, what is it, like 09? I believe on the diesel platform, they rode this thing out to 09. And I know on the gassers, on the 09, they switched to their 4th gen style. But imagine that you got this thing coming stock with 325 horsepower and 610, something like that, torque stock. But that is to the crank. So to the wheel, I'm not really sure. But once you got a tuner on there, like I got my Edge tuner on here, and my truck stays on kill at all times, because that's where I get all my fuel economy from. This truck is a freaking beast. This truck is a literal beast. So why do I say that? Why do I be like, everybody says that. Everybody says when they put a trailer behind it, they can't feel it, you know, whatever. For real though, no shit. This thing right here is a boss. Any trailer that I hook it up to, it's like, okay, you go from daily driving, right? The truck's obviously nasty, but you go from daily driving, just doing your normal grocery getting stuff, you know, whatever. The moment I hook a little trailer or my gooseneck to it, it's like that's when that big dog torque kicks in, and you're like, holy crap, this thing is like freaking, it's almost like Popeye eating his spinach. I don't know if you guys are, you know, some of you guys maybe not be old enough for that reference, but for real, I've never experienced something like that in my life. My 6.0, I like the 6.0, not the engine, I like the body. So when I actually got lift, wheels, and tires on my 6.0, it just was like, oh my god, this vehicle is amazing. And I know my boy Patrick, he has one. His thing is straight clean. Go check him out. I'll leave his link in the description, along with Everything Diesel, who actually freaking challenged me to this right here. But yeah, my 6.0 is cool, but I had too many problems with it. And honestly, going back to the price, the 6.0s may have been cheaper than these trucks right here, but you spend maybe a couple $1,000s more and you're getting a solid freaking truck. You're not gonna see a 6.0 stock, at least, going up to 240,000 miles on average. Average 6.0 going up to that many miles without having to already do EGR deletes, freaking injectors, head gaskets, things like that. My truck, I can't speak from the previous owner, so I'm not sure. I am the second owner on the truck, so I'm not sure if they did head gaskets before. I'm opting to say no, because they're still the factory head studs. I really hope that if they did do it, they didn't reuse those head studs. But that's besides the point. So yes, I guess 6.0s are cheap. You can find them freaking all day, every day. But what I hook my freaking gooseneck that sits right there with the load on it, would I go even back to home and back to Georgia with that? I would not. I know there's 6.0s that tow all freaking day, F450s, 250s, freaking killing it. People hot-shotting with 6.0s. Me, I am not a 6.0 fan. It's my personal opinion, and I have receipts to prove it. Why I say that, I spent almost $10,000 right after the deployment with that truck, all for 3 months later for it to just take a crap on me. And a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, well, that must have just been the shop, or you should have did it yourself. Honestly, I wasn't that savvy, not with that engine. And also, in the area that I was in, that is the most recommended diesel shop in the area. So they did all they could do. I did all I could pay for, all I could take, and I said, screw it. 3 months later, like I said, the injectors started going out. They told me my head gases were going out again. So I said, cut it, sold it, test drove this thing. I went home with it like the following week or something like that. I couldn't do it, could not do it. But I'm serious when I say this. And a lot of you guys know me personally or whatever, and a lot of you guys know that I've actually wanted a 6.7 for a while now. And mainly after I started getting into, like, after I bought the trailer, honestly, my gooseneck, I just was like, damn, dude, I was like, I want more power. Obviously, I think the 6.7s come stock, the 3rd gen 6.7s come stock with like 350 horsepower, and that's 325. But you also got to think, though, with safe power, and obviously 5.9s are proven, because they've been on 3 different platforms, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gen. They're freaking proven to do what they're meant to do. They're meant to pull a freaking load down the road. It's meant to pull your house down the road. So I get the 6.7 obviously has more power. I don't even want to talk about 4th gens, because they got freaking crazy power now. Almost double the damn horsepower once you throw a tune on it, almost. So of a 5.9 at least. But yeah, I truly honestly believe best bang for your buck, ride quality, ride comfort. It's cool. There's actually another mega cab over there. I don't think I'll be able to get it. He's just driving by. But I personally believe that this truck platform, and I can say my truck because I'm not trying to sound cocky or whatever, but this truck platform, freaking 5.9, is literally the best. Okay, and so let's talk freaking EGR deletes. Don't worry about that. Oh, it's funny, we're actually going to leave that for another video, the next video, so I'm not even going to talk about that right now. But let's talk about EGR deletes. So I'm going to leave this up here, and I just want you guys just to kind of look, try to find my EGR. Let me know down in the comments if you can find it. I don't even know if the camera can pick it up, but EGR deletes. So let's start with one engine, right? You got your 6.0 Power Stroke. 6.0 Power Strokes, Most likely you're gonna do EGR deletes on that, or not EGR deletes, but that's gonna be one of your number one recommended, I guess, modification, as you would call it, whatever, on a 6.0, because those things are prone to freaking just go bad. And honestly, I've seen, oh my god, I got friends who have those trucks, and I just don't understand why they continue to buy those same trucks. But whatever, that's, you know, personal preference. Then you got your Duramaxes. I don't even feel like entertaining Duramaxes. I respect all trucks, manufacturers, things like that, but until GM decides to get with the big boys and throw a solid axle in the front, then I don't even want to talk about those guys. IFS, with a heavy duty truck, I mean, I guess the ride quality is better, and I think that's why GM is keeping it like that. But how many times are you going to do those freaking tie rods, control arms, things like that in the truck's lifespan? I have been on hella offset, currently on 16 watts, no spacers. I've had to do a wheel hub assembly, as you guys saw in my previous video. Never had to do any ball joints. So I don't know, maybe like I said, because this is literally one of the last trucks maybe that rolled off the assembly line, maybe they just threw hella freaking heart, soul, whatever, mind into this freaking truck, and they just made this one top notch or whatever. But I don't know, I'm probably just got lucky, and I love this freaking truck. I love my ball joints. When those do go out though, I am going to go opt for the Timkins and just go all out, do crazy rebuilds on my whole front end. It's not needed right now, but when it does go out. But yeah, not even gonna talk about GM. But they need EGR deletes as well. So why I put the camera up here is because I'm be honest with you guys, 5.9s have an EGR, but it's so small, and they honestly put it on there basically because the government still was really strict back then. So they still had to adhere to government emissions and stuff like that. So they were like, yeah, we're gonna throw this thing on here, but it's really not gonna do much. So one of the first things, obviously coming from a 6.0, is when I first got this truck, I was like, EGR delete ASAP, because I really didn't know too much about this freaking inline 6 crap and yada yada yada. So went to the forums and I was like, hey, EGR delete kits for a 5.9, and I kind of got laughed at. These guys are like, yeah, you're definitely a newbie. 5.9s have EGRs, but they're so small, even if you do a delete, you're not gonna see any difference of performance at all, better or worse. You're just not gonna see anything. And honestly, you can probably go online right now, you might be able to find some, but I highly doubt you're gonna find an EGR kit for a 5.9, because it literally just makes no sense. So what was that? EGR deletes, freaking, I guess we'll slide into the engine, or not the engine, the interior. But I'll give you guys a close-up so you guys can see I'm at that factory HE351 turbo, factory manifold. I'm just all kinds of factory. My freaking, this rock light wire right here, how it's drooping down. I'm not even gonna talk about that. It's definitely for the next video. And that kind of ties into this whole AC condenser. But yeah, so not even gonna worry about that right now. Don't worry about my wiring, trust me. Let's just leave it to the next video. But yeah, there you go. Got the 24 valve. I have literally the stock intake horn. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I am freaking stock AF. Stock CP3, freaking cold air intake, tune exhaust. I'm literally not kidding. And I will freaking hook it to that gooseneck over there all day long and freaking just get after it. But let's dive into the interior. So like I said, it is a freaking full Laramie truck minus the sunroof. And first thing you're gonna see, obviously, when you come in here is this. Oh my god, it was not like this when I got it. It's kind of just years of me sliding off the seat. I've always wanted 4th gen seats. I try to take care of this as much as possible. Like, the seat's not dirty. I have my old business t-shirt up here when I owned a car wash, freaking Big Dog Auto Wash. Shameless plug, even though it doesn't exist anymore. I just kind of threw that on there because I ordered like a freaking 2XL on accident. But this leather under here is in immaculate condition, just like the passenger seat is in immaculate condition. So, why do I think this truck's better than the others? I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I love the center console. I had one on my 6.0, had one on my F-150. I'm always probably gonna have to have a truck with a center console. I can't do that little jump seat crap. I love how they gave me this super cheap plastic. I know everything Diesel talked about it. Super cheap plastic, but at least it kind of all matches. Honestly, there's really not much to talk about with this thing. Third gen seats are kind of decent. I wish this one would have lasted longer, but I mean, it kind of already had a tear in it from the previous owner, and I've just been years of getting in and out, yada yada yada, and it finally, there's like a little band right here, and it finally popped about last week, so it did that. So now I'm looking to either do a full upholstery or thinking about 4th gen seats, so we'll kind of see where it takes me. Like I said, I got that factory thing right there, factory DVD player. I love that thing. And I kind of picked this vehicle mainly because, or not mainly, but one of my criteria when I was looking for a mega cab was a factory DVD player. I'm not a fan of aftermarket DVD players in trucks. I just don't know why. I feel like the value of those trucks are a little higher when it's the factory system. But yeah, so me and my wife weren't even trying for a kid at this time, freaking 3 years ago. But I knew eventually it was going to come, and this was going to be like the legit truck that I had for years and years and years till I up and get a new one. So this thing right here puts in freaking work. Well, my son is back here. Freaking, we usually have him in the center so we can see the DVD player straight up. But, oh my God, he loves that thing. We throw some freaking Finding Nemo, Cars, or Penguins of Madagascar, and he doesn't even want to talk to us for like forever. Here is my, I don't know what I just did. Okay. Handy dandy rock light switch, whatever, but factory options. Cargo lamp. I can't remember if my 6.0 had one. They probably did, but I think it may have been integrated into this switch. So what you do is, that's your dome lights. So you slide it all the way up, and then it clicks up, and then I think on the 6.0 it leaves the dome light on up top. Oh, not the dome light, the third brake light. But yeah, I like how they did an actual cargo light button, and it actually pops up in the dash when you do that. But honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, there's really not too much for factory options. I love that nav. I want to switch to a freaking single din or double din. I don't know the difference, whatever. An aftermarket radio, but I just love the look of that thing. So I don't know, I'm one of them old school kind of dudes. Coming to the back though, I kind of don't want this to be just like Everything Diesel's video, because he ran over the whole mega cab thing. So if you guys are coming from his video, you already know. But if you didn't see his video, for one, actually go check it out. For two, mega cab, freaking holy shit. Actually, matter of fact, let me go to the other side. Freaking mega cab. So as you can see, my seats, for one, my front two are always hella leaning back, always. If your headrest, let me see if I can get it. If your headrest is not further than this pillar right here, then you're doing something wrong. Always lean back. Just like the backs, always lean back. But this freaking mega cab, I can't tell you how many times I have driven from Texas back to Georgia on 24-hour road trips. I have laid these seats down and freaking laid across this thing. I'm not too tall, I'm like 5'7", but I love this. I love this cab. I don't know, I've thought about getting a 4th gen and just getting just a crew cab, because the cabs on those are way bigger. But honestly, I don't know if I can do it. I think I'm probably gonna have to stay true to the mega cabs, because this is freaking amazing. You got the whole little lever right here, and it can actually recline even further, but I actually got some adapters and spacers behind this seat. So yeah, and what's cool about it, it can fold. If I can get it up, you can fold those right here, or you can also pull this lever and you can actually lay it down. But I think I have stuff under there, like my son's DVDs and a book or something, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, leg room for freaking days. But you guys already know that it's a mega cab, of course. This is not showing the features of my truck. This is showing why I think this truck platform wise, is the best freaking truck that's out. I wouldn't say the truck that's out right now, because I would be lying to you guys. Honestly, in my opinion, I think those freaking new 5th gens, or honestly the solid 4th gens with G56s in them, honestly are your best bang for your bucks as of right now. But at that time wise, 2007, you had your 6.0, you had your 6.6 Duramax. You had 2 different body styles for your Duramax. You had the LBZ and the LML or LMM. I don't know. Some Duramax guy's probably gonna beat me up about this later. I could care less, but yeah. So then you got your freaking boss daddy, big daddy, freaking big dog 5.9 right here. 5.9 hands down all day is gonna take the cake. It's literally gonna take the cake. As you guys know, with this inline 6, you know what they say, 6 in a row, ready to tow. So I mean, that's really it. I know this video kind of jumped around a lot, but I am super content with my truck. I love where my truck sits. Eventually, maybe I'll do a 2nd gen swap. I've talked to a few people about them. I've even hit up Smelding Diesel about it. And they got me a good deal on a 2nd gen swap. It's just, I really don't know if I really want one, or do I just want to do a whole just drop in turbo and let it ride. I know with the whole 2nd gen swap, you do lower EGTs, things like that. But I mean, I don't really worry too much about my EGTs until I hook up the gooseneck, and then I'm freaking like really pulling maybe up and down hills. Straight shot highway, I don't really worry about it too much. But like I said, I freaking love this truck. This is literally the best truck I've ever had. Never really an issue. It'll start up and freaking go every single time. As a matter of fact, as I'm talking about it right now, let me start this hoe up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod. Oh my god, look at that polished tip though. Oh, the neighbors probably aren't gonna like that too much, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, honestly, just like that, that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm honestly, like I said, I'm super happy with my truck where it sits. I love my freaking truck. I honestly think that it is literally the best bang for your buck, best option for you if you were buying a truck back then in 07. Also told you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, every brand has their pros and cons, or one up versus the other competition. But from what I've seen, coming from a 6.0 to a 5.9, 5.9s definitely beat 6.0s. Engines, obviously, you got these trucks, our tranny issues. The 6.0 definitely has almost a bulletproof trans. That shit's legit. But what good is a trans if your engine's not running? You know what I'm saying? I've had this truck before where my trans was literally going out on me. I actually posted a video like 3 years ago or something like that at the drag strip. I actually blew my trans on a drag strip, and I still actually drove home. I actually drove on that trans for like 2, 3, 4, 5 months on it. Still pulled trailers and things like that. So you can talk crap about these 48 REs, but from my experience, it'll still get the job done. That 6.0, your head gaskets go, I mean, you're done. I mean, you lose an injector, you're done. 6.6 Duramaxes, like I said, until they want to step up with the big dogs and start acting like a truck and throwing freaking a solid axle up front, I'm not even going to talk about them. They're not really worth my time. But yeah, honestly, that's really it. So another thing, I am super pumped, super excited to post this next video for you guys. It's actually going to be a video about everything that is wrong with my truck. And when I say everything, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about from really expensive stuff to really small, like freaking $5 AutoZone crap. You guys kind of saw some of that stuff in the video, but I'm literally gonna just put everything out on the table. No flexing, no Instagram flexing, whatever. Like, this is literally everything wrong with my truck. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. But if you guys like what you see here, drop me a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and we're gonna get after it. And I cannot wait to put some content to you guys. All right, peace.